and the Chicago Bears. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
52's the mic right here.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Alvin Kamara.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Bears. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, Landry. Buying time to his left. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
10 more yards. That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Landry. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Landry. And he completes it to Hunt. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. 20 down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Bryce Love, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Bears nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Darren Lee showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Back at the 16-yard line.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. White now to return. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Vikings.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Bryce Love with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown him?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Landry. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
Landry.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bears nothing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, Landry. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
4th down.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense...
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Number 80.
Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
The 22-yard line.
Let him know.
From the gun, Landry. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
On the return, here's White. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Tackle made.
The Bears on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun. Landry steps, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. This from 36 yards out. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me was in Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want is...
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. J.J. Watt and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. running with Kamara. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Landry. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
Matt Prater.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now White on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
On 2nd down now, it's Love. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Ball carrier.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
3rd down.
Hurts. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On the return is Williams. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Looking back to that 1st quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about.
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Landry.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd and 2, Landry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Kamara, the ball carrier. Daniil Hunter on the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Vikings' 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Landry under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts
3rd down.
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Mike, check. 59.
Back to throw. Landry. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
A 45-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Here's White. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
A final shot before break. Landry. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Throwing his Hurts.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
They They get this out quickly to the left side, but he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Just like that. Mike 96, Mike 96. Right.
Throwing on first down. Landry forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, Landry. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll bring him back within a point. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Smith catches left side. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Complete.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, here's Love. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Mike 97.
On first down, Landry. And this will be caught by Mooney.
Landry's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 45-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Landry. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That's caught by Howard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Running to start the drive is Love. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down. Here's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
No, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
Looking to throw. Landry. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Another drive bogs down, but for the 4th time, they're able to escape with 3 points.
And this last one gives them the lead, so that's a good thing, and they've needed every one of these field goals, but it has to feel good to them to know that confidence is there. If we do bog down, they'll give us 3 points.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
2 yards. And it's third.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On first down, here's Love. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Tackled at the 40.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down.
Shotgun handoff now for Love. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Second and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, Landry. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Bears on 3rd down. A very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Landry. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. 4 yards there on the carry. Gets it back to 2nd and 11.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 11.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Landry got the connection here to Bourne. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
To Kendrick Bourne. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the gun, Landry. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
All day, every day, any day. 59 mark, check.
Looking to throw. Landry. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
Back at the 40-yard line.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Try and run for this. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
52's the mark, boy, 52.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Prater's kick is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy, and they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here's White. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
On the coverage.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Love. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard